the fate of the film does not rest on the troll army asking for a boycott, but it's also the content, or mostly the content, that really results in a film's failure.
It should not be dependent upon a certain sect of the people who incite the other people to boycott a film.
So we hope, we're hoping that it's not dependent on this faceless troll army, but ultimately we're seeing these films that were targeted eventually tanking at the box office, so we're not too sure if there's any connection here. Professor Geeta, is there a connection between the troll army and the films flopping? Because Nasir Abdullah says it's merely the content that's drabby that's resulted in the downfall of the movie.
Well, you see, in a way I do agree with him, because you see there were two very big budget movies, if I can, very recently released. One was based on called Samrat Prithviraj and Shamshera, very big budget films. And they did not have any such controversy which was related to them. But they could not do so well on the box office because people did not like it. But at the same time, I would also like to add here is that in the context, because time and again it is this Laal Singh Chaddha movie which is being referred to, and with respect to Mr. Aamir Khan, I think Mr. Aamir Khan has been a very, very successful actor and has been loved by people, and in some of his movies have been super hits. You know, he has got name, fame, money, everything. Because of the success and the love that the people of this country have given him. But we do have to understand that in a democracy, when people who are in public life, who are celebrities, when besides because you see, Mr. Aamir Khan, his talent is people know how he acts well, right? But when they go beyond that sphere and they do come into give statements which are related to politics or any other social issues. You see, we are in a democracy. You have to learn to accept that if people do not like what is whatever you have expressed, then you also need to have that much of tolerance to actually accept and listen to what others are saying. So we do. You see, because Mr. Aamir Khan, he was very, very active. He was doing a particular show called Satyamev Jayate, where there were a lot of moral issues which he used to talk about. But when you yourself are on a platform and if you make certain statements which the people of the country feel that they are in a way are derogatory to the nation, then it is time that you need to maybe introspect and see that maybe you need to correct yourself in the way that you're expressing.
Nasir, your take. You're rolling your eyeballs. Why you so? Why don't you approve with what she says? Why not respect the people's voices? Maybe you can't entirely deem them as a troll army. There could be genuine people there who are offended with some of those stars and their language, the way they speak. In fact, Taapsee Pannu, Anurag Kashyap, they mocked at this entire boycott trend, saying that we wish our films also boycotted because we'll then be in the same league of Aamir Khan and Akshay Kumar. And just how they wished, Dobaara also has tanked at the box office.
Yeah, I don't want to give a judgment and a great answer to all the queries that you have made to me. I'm not terribly involved with the industry. I speak from the heart. I'm going to speak about Aamir Khan and then the way they are actually trolling him. Fine, whatever they have to do. But like I said, he did not claim to be anti-anything. He spoke about a fear that his wife seemed to have. Maybe she was a bit unwell, she was a bit whatever, paranoid.
Agreed on Aamir Khan. But if we can cut briefly, Nasir, let's get to the point. The current issue right now is
what is the
Taapsee
point?
Pannu and Anurag
What
Kashyap.
Is the point? I don't want to go to
Anurag Kashyap. Listen to me for a moment. Taapsee Pannu and Anurag Kashyap have both mocked this boycott trend, saying that they want to be in the same boycott.
I will answer that also. I will answer that also.
Yeah. So the arrogance is what's being questioned.
Please don't keep talking. You're asking me a question. You're repeating it again. Can I say my bit?
Please.
This boycotting stuff is becoming so imbecilic, senile, and unnecessary. So finally, a person out of all his frustrations says, go on, troll this one as well. Because this thing about defending everybody and they're saying, no, we are not like that. We are not Desdrohis. We are not. M.F. Hussain is the best example. He made a second film in which there was some objectionable thing according to the mullahs, the guys with the beards. And they didn't like some of the ayats going on in the background of the film, so they objected. They said, oh, don't do this. Or, you know what he did? He didn't give a damn. He said, okay, bring down the film. Take it down. He didn't change anything. He said, I don't want the film to run. Take it down. Brilliant man. You know, it's another story that he had a problem about some, you know, a painting he had done over. But he said, go to hell. They get frustrated. So what do you want them to do? Oh no, people, hang on. They don't want to go, hey people, please don't boycott my film. I have hungry mouths to feed. My children are dying. My mother is ill. People are in the industry. They will go hungry. They, you know, if I was in their place, I would say the same.
Okay, you know, Nasir, since you said that, let's cut across to what Taapsee Pannu and Anurag Kashyap said. For a moment, let's take a listen to what the actor said, which has now been deemed as arrogant.
Don't show it again and again. It's very boring.
Just a moment, stay with us.
Very boring.
Just stay with us.
Taapsee Pannu. No, I'll stay with you, but I don't want to see this again. What the hell is going on? What is wrong with you? You show Jacqueline Fernandez dancing and all, heady news, ED's investigating her, and you are showing seductive movements of her so that men and everybody gets very excited. You shouldn't.
Why don't you give us images and visuals of Jacqueline Fernandez where she's not dancing to tunes? Maybe give us images where she's seated at her home. We're not privy to any of those visuals. The content that we have of Jacqueline, and it's a separate story altogether, is of her films. We're taking images of her films. Nasir, you're going off track. Get to the point. Do not blame the media for what's happening there. She's been involved in an ED case, a money laundering case. That's her fight. We're only playing the news for our viewers. Do not diss the media in our efforts. It's a request.
You are showing her assets bouncing around. That's what I don't like. You get it?